In this module, we will discuss how do we choose a crystal. There will be times when we need to purchase a crystal, recommend a crystal or buy a crystal or suggest a crystal. So it is helpful to have a system for choosing your crystal. It is helpful to know the properties of every stone. However, it is more important to be receptive and allow yourself to be drawn to the stone. Just because a crystal is beautiful and the nicest one doesn't mean that it is the best crystal for you. There are a list of possible ways in which we can go about choosing a crystal. One of the ways is by choosing by first sight. At this point, you may want to trust your intuition and purchase that crystal. However, if you are still unsure, you may want to try standing quietly for a few minutes and close your eyes. Remember the reason that you needed to purchase a crystal. And then when you open your eyes, choose the crystal you feel most drawn to. This will be the stone for you. Another method is sensing the crystal. You look at a crystal and see if it vibrates with you. All crystals vibrate at their own frequency, and some people are sensitive enough to feel that vibrations. Holding or placing your hand on a large piece of clear quartz crystal is a good way to develop your sensitivity to these vibrations. Generally, a crystal that will be beneficial to you will feel right to you, even though you may not be able to describe the sensation it creates. Another unique way to choose a crystal is by using a pendulum. This is a simple way to seek answers from your subconscious mind. You can hold a pendulum over a top of the crystal and ask, will this crystal be beneficial to me? Another way to use the pendulum, if you are considering a large choice of crystal, is to pass it over the top and look for any circular motion. If you do find the pendulum reacting over a particular stone, hold it over the stone directly and ask a question. So when you are choosing a crystal, you can call upon the crystal that's right for you. If you don't feel comfortable doing this, then you can just feel your hand and ask for some wisdom. Second is feel literally with an open heart. Take your non-dominant hand and pass it over the crystal, waiting to feel a subtle tug from one of the stones. You may end up with 3 or 4 if you do this, or you can move to the next step, which is to experiment. Experiment with different crystals. Try out crystals one by one. The energies will be different and they will be really deep or some may be shallow. So choose depending on your mood and your feelings. And of course, be open to bringing home more than one crystal. If you do not have a shop nearby and you are choosing a crystal online, then you may first decide on the crystal based on the properties of the crystal. And if you practice meditation, you can ask for guidance in choosing a crystal. Also, if you are drawn to a crystal after seeing them online or in a book, check your feelings and choose the crystal to which you are drawn to. One method in choosing a crystal online is to feel the stone by programming a clear quartz crystal. It only has to be a tumble stone if you like. What you do is to program this crystal to be your guide for feeling the energies of crystals you are viewing online. With a clear quartz crystal, hold it in your right hand and say, I dedicate this crystal to be my guide in finding crystals that will help me in whatever you are wanting or needing at that time. Or just that, help me find a crystal for me now. After you have dedicated your crystal, the next thing you say while still holding your crystal is, so be it. Then you are ready to go online. When you find a stone you like, hold your crystal and ask the crystals to let you feel the energy of the stone you are looking at. Breathe deeply and gaze at the photo on your computer screen. Before long, you will feel the energies of each individual stone. If you practice this often, your crystal will build power and become your shopping friend, and you will always be able to trust in your crystal. My recommendation would be to choose your crystal wisely, with intuition and with feelings.